FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Here's what's really scary and frustrating. I spoke at the University of Indiana in November. It was November or early December, to the Honors College. Gave a talk on environment. And it ended about 10 o'clock. And I went back, I was staying in the Student Union building, and went back to my room, just sort of tired, turned on the TV, CNN was on. It happened to me right before 10 o'clock. And I just was really burned out and just, let the TV kind of wash over you. And there Anderson Cooper came on. And I'd heard this story earlier in the day, and you may have seen my column about it. He came on, and he said last night, we had Michele Bachmann on, Republican Congresswoman from my home state of Minnesota. And she said that Barack Obama's trip to India and Asia was going to cost $2 billion, whatever. I forgot the exact number now. And Anderson Cooper did one of the finest pieces of journalism I've ever seen on TV. He spent 10 minutes deconstructing the whole story, showing how it came from an unnamed Indian bureaucrat in Maharajasthan. Okay, that's what this story was based on. That the president's trip was going to cost, $1 billion a day or something like that. And he traced it all the way back. And I watched that and I thought, that is so great. And I emailed him the next morning and I said, Anderson, I'm going to write a column just about what you did. And then I went to have breakfast with the Honor Society at the University of Indiana. Grabbed my bagel. They have their own beautiful building. Sat down at the table. A young man sat down. And as God is my witness, the first thing he said was, did you hear Obama's trip to India is costing $1 billion a day? And I thought, and I said, didn't you see Anderson Cooper last night? And I went through the whole thing with him. And at the end, he nodded his head, but I'm not sure he believed me. So the reason I did this with Anderson Cooper, I was using my own little white space to praise and affirm what he did, as a way of really trying to encourage another trend. And last week, Michele Bachmann leaked that she's considering running for president. So there are no consequences. So there's a woman who deliberately injected on CNN. She was being interviewed about something else. And she threw that out there, which is why Anderson Cooper felt he had to go back on it. Okay, she peddled a lie that she made no effort whatsoever to check. And yet she's on Fox every week because she's out there. She's the extreme. She's one of the noisemakers. And so she gets rewarded. And Anderson Cooper has a one-day story, and she's just off to the races. Well, that's us, okay? So if we tolerate that, if we vote for her, if we give her money, then we deserve what we get. And we are going to get it.